welcome back to Unlockable Character. I have with me an Xdrive jump starter with LED lights, and it also serves as a power bank. Okay guys, if you are interested in something like this, you can keep it in the car. At night, you could jump start your car, or if you're working on your car, you can set it up in the engine bay. It has these huge LEDs. It also serves as a power bank. It can connect through USB-C to any device. It's really nice because I have the GoPro, the iPad in the car. So I have a discount, 15% off. Use code UC15. All right, guys, I'm going to do a review of this later. Just keep an eye on that. Pretty sick piece of kit. We're going to go head over to Auto Craze right now, which is the touchless car wash up in Cumming. It's about 40 miles away. Always a nice drive. Got to be careful here with the truck. Can't really see behind it. Got another truck coming real quick. Yeah, there's no way he would have taken that left. It's crazy to see trucks go over speed bumps and stuff. I think the truck is doing more damage to the speed bump than the other way around, you know what I'm saying? Oh, look at that. That looks sick. Very nice. Little convertible. You know, guys, there's the 240 first generation B58 convertible is a crazy beautiful car. You know what I mean? Very underrated car. Shit. Guys, this truck is gonna be perfect on the edge. Ah, he's gonna go on the curb. It's not bad though. Wasn't that bad. That's hilarious. All right, fam. Tesla, you can do it. You can do it. That Toyota Sienna in the right-hand lane had the right idea, guys. He knew how to cut. He was taking that turn pretty fast too.
I thought those were tires. Maybe they are. That's crazy. It's a bunch of like compressed tires, recycled rubber. During COVID, guys, there was a huge rubber shortage. Tire prices still really haven't recovered. More tires. Damn, check that shit out. Crazy. I do think that this against the Tesla Model Plaid would be a sick matchup. I've seen drag races, and once these cars are tuned on Xdrive, they actually beat out the Model S Plaid. I don't know about the dual motor Model X. I wonder, is there a Model X Plaid as well, or is it just the S? I'm still waiting for that new Tesla Roadster, guys. I feel like that was announced almost like 10 years ago. Alright guys, once this clears up, pop it back on. Alright fam, let's see if there's even more traffic ahead. By the way, Waze updated so you could see it in the center cluster now. Let me see if I can get that up for you. That'd be kind of cool, right? To see? I got app updates on the phone. Okay, it still says map. Let me see if I wonder if it's only in the center gauge. I'll show it to you when we stop, guys. Not really room to swim here. guys. Fourth gear, third gear, I'm getting a little bit of a, it feels like spark blowout. It's a sick Nissan Z. Is that a tow-made dog? That looks crazy. It's like a custom rear bumper. Into rear-wheel drive, guys. It's softer in rear-wheel drives. The chassis is in comfort versus all-wheel drive where it's in stiffest settings. You'll be able to tell from the recording based on how much the car is actually having jarring movements when we're on uneven terrain. Up ahead, guys, there's the left lane closure a few miles up. I think it's right before the, I think it's the Alpharetta exit.
back up to the Sienna. That's hilarious. Ew! That's so funny. I think this was the Sienna that was cutting up. That's too funny. And then a sick RX-8 here as well. Don't see too many of those on the road. Alright fam, when this clears up, I'll turn it back on. Fam, what's up? Can you see that we have Waze here in track mode on the left side screen, which is super sick. The factory nav was coming up there until I actually exited out of my current route and set it back up in Apple Maps. But that's so sick to see Waze there. And I think if I hit the overview of the map, I'm trying to get that whole you know, route view on the left hand side instead of the current like step turn by turn. There's a way to do it on Apple Maps. I'm seeing if I can do it here too. Yeah, I want to be able to like zoom out on that, you know what I mean? That's just so sick though. That is super sick. And it has the traffic information. I don't know if it has like accidents and stuff like that. I don't see any icons on it. I was seeing in the forums that might be a future update, but still super cool that Waze is now integrated into the iDrive main dash as well as CarPlay. Pretty sick. retarded. Yo, turn the lights on, get these people out of the way. There's a cop definitely in the left lane, guys, and I think he can clear everything up if he wanted to. You know, in the United States, we had leaded gasoline for a long time, and only until I think 1996 did they finally ban it. And it took off a lot of IQ points from the majority of the American population. I think you're seeing that now, the way people drive. The amount of bumper stickers on that car, plus, you know, the fact that he wanted to honk and say something tells me everything I need to know. You know, that's probably a lot of leaded gasoline if we took a blood sample. All of this traffic is from this exit for Marketplace Boulevard, which is a pretty big area, to be honest. You have Home Depot, I think there's a Walmart there. The racetrack there has E85, which is really nice. The thing is that it's a super populated area. It's growing, coming as a town. I think is experiencing some of the most growth in the Atlanta metropolitan area. If you bought a house in Cumming like 5 years ago, you're really in a good position. In fact, anywhere around Atlanta, you know, if you bought a house 5 years ago, you'd be in a good position. But specifically Cumming, it's like a up and coming affluent area, I would say. Turn this back on when we get to the wash, guys. Let's go. So we drove 40 miles, guys, and the car wash was closed. But that's all right. It was a fun 40 miles. E85 right now is $2.49. Not bad. I'm telling you guys, laser taillights are what make this car. Super windy out too, and when it's light with no gas, you can feel it when you're running an empty tank. All right, fam, what's good? We just filled up with E85, about 12 gallons worth. And let's get going to Drew's place. So I'm gonna make sure the valves are closed. Actually, valves are open. Hit this 3 times. I don't know if you noticed that, but that's Waze on the center cluster right now. So there was an app update that let that happen, which is pretty cool. Give you guys an idea of how loud it is. There's Waze right now. So without the car being cold, there's not going to be a cold start, obviously. But even if it was cold, I have cold start turned off on the tune. So the car isn't super loud anymore. It's actually super windy, guys, so I'm going to keep the windows closed. And we're going to head over to Drew's place, Precision Window Tint and Film in Alpharetta, and rinse the car off, because I went all the way to the car wash and it was closed, which is something that normally never happens. So turn the AC on, obviously. Feels good to have a full tank of gas, guys. It's a pretty good feeling. Now I just need a clean car and a haircut, you know what I'm saying? But I already got a haircut, so that's fine. But those 3 things, full tank of gas,
haircut, and a clean car, honestly, that's all a guy really needs. And trust me guys, when you get into cars and enjoy, there's so many things to enjoy about cars, but if you're just into like speed, you're gonna go overboard with like horsepower. There's really no reason to have more than, I would say, like 800 wheel horsepower on the street. It's just getting to the territory where you need a big radial rear tire, like a drag racing tire. And that's so, it's just not a easy way to have a car daily on a drag radial tire. Like, you can't go out in all conditions, whereas 700 wheel horsepower to 800 wheel horsepower, you can still run like a really nice street tire and get the traction, without having to run a drag race tire. So not a what I should call a struggling for words here guys, but a limitation. You're basically limiting your car after 800 wheel horsepower on the street if you're going to try and just drive it a lot, if you put drag radial tires on. Otherwise you're just not going to grip, and what's the point of all that power if you don't grip, right? And I think there's a balance there. So when people get into cars, they push power, but over time you're going to realize you have to balance the car out. You have to do suspension, you have to make sure the brakes are up to par, great tires are on the car, and you have to balance it out. So like on the Q60 platform, I was one of the first people to really push power there, but I also did 2-piece rotors. I did a full coilover setup. I did the full suite of SPL parts. Yeah, it feels so much better with a full tank of gas. I can feel the wind though, so I'm gonna put it in all-wheel drive. We were in rear-wheel drive. When all tires have traction, you're gonna get just more stability, especially with windy conditions. Whereas in rear-wheel drive, the front end is gonna feel like it's being pushed to the side by the wind a little bit. Jump start or something. Guess what we have for that? Review coming soon, guys. Yeah, I really feel the wind. I'm being pushed to the left by the wind quite a lot. Haha, 0.3 seconds on MHD, I'm telling you. That's the move on the Burble. It sounds really nice. Guys, the car is filthy. I hope that I can just ask Drew to borrow like a hose, which he has, and just rinse it down. Ceramic coating should really make everything just get off the car. Really feel the wind still. tell there's tons of traffic in the other direction. The exit at McFarland Parkway, they also have ethanol over there. I think it's it might be a racetrack as well. So North Georgia is served pretty well with ethanol. In Atlanta, there's a Shell on Howell Mill. It has E85. Honestly, it's a toss-up though between the quality. Sometimes you get E50, sometimes you get E60, sometimes you get E70. Really don't know what you're gonna get until you get to the pump. In the summertime though, the blends are usually better. Wintertime blends are worse. Switch to rear-wheel drive for fun.